That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd down and 4.
Super one.
They'll run it again with Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On the counter, it's Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And then you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 19 yards that time for number 19.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A first down carry for Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
They tried to work the tight end down the middle of the field, but a nice recognition by the defense, unable to get that one completed.
And they know the scouting report. They like to go to him down near the goal line and defensively able to prevent it. And his kick is good. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, But you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Throwing is Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Mariota. Flushed out right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. To throw is Goff. This will be caught inside the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Again, Goff. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Mariota to throw it this time. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Second down, here's Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Back to throw, Goff. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Henry running right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points. And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After the interception, here's Goff. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. On first down, Goff. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Here's Goff now on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On third down, Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on fourth down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back near his goal line, Mariota looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Scott. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. To throw is Mariota, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken from just outside the 30. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Derrick Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Coleman, the man in motion left. Again, it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So often you hear about teams trying to avoid the middle when they're working against a true 3-4 defense because the nose is so hard to move. Which side do you block him to? How do you get him out of the middle? Well, some teams will double team. Some teams have a good center that can move a guy. But if you can control him, that takes away whatever the rest of the force guys are trying to do to you, because once they get to the play, you usually overwhelm them with your own blockers, and that creates some space.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick here is good. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front, as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Giants. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd down now after the pass completion. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. From the gun, here's Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Giants on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And now running right through it. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Mariota now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. From the shotgun, it's Mariota going up top. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Giants on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Goff now to throw. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Needed 13, they got 14 on third down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. Finding room inside the 40. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd down following the run. Now a handoff to Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Giants on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Call. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Back to the NFL scoreboard for his third quarter in Indy. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Second and very short here, less than a yard. From the gun, Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. first and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Now Goff. His throw incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up second down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Goff. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Big play here. 3rd down and goal, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
The timing and the faking on that play was so good, you almost think you're at a magical act, right? The magician has shown you something, and then you realize it's not really there. He's created an illusion, and the illusion was they were going to throw the football. Looked like a pass play. Instead, it turned into a draw. Offensive line been able to get out in front. They drew the defensive line upfield and beat them at their own game, and that's why they picked up big yardage into the secondary.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Mariota to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. See if they stay on the ground for second down. A give to Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
They'll run it with Johnson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Throwing on third. Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
10 yards still left on second down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Throwing, Mariota. And the third down pass falls incomplete. And they're going to go for it here on the fourth down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He can't get him down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. B.J. Goodson in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On first and 10, Goff. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, How tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Second down, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Avery Moss in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Third and long here for Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again. Avery Moss in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself, but it was 4th down, and the possession changes.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The handoff, running left, Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team he's going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And scoring yet again, the Colts extend that lead. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year.
Right. He's down right here. He's down on the right.
A first down throw for Mariota. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On second down, Mariota again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Scott. And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away.